Jeopardy music.
No. Yeah, 1%. How about that?
That sounds terrible.
Of their overall journey.
Well, he's giving you 1% of what he's making.
Wait, of the total.
Oh yeah, so the total everything.
So there.
And if you happen to defeat somebody, you can have whatever items they have. How about that? Very mercenary-like. Or wait, actually, very much like knights. Right.
So lay claim. I get to lay claim the spoils, and 1% of the value of the journey in addition to my
Yes,
salary.
in the journey, in addition. So if you defeat somebody in combat, you get first pick of whatever.
Oh, many of the
Armor,
foe will be defeated.
Yeah, armor, weaponry, weird accoutrements. Yeah.
Oh, weird. Sounds fantastic. All right. So then the offer I make to the fair maiden is I'll offer her a gold a day to be my concubine.
So for a gold a day, I think you can probably hire a prostitute.
All right. Excellent. You'll get the gold. Get the gold when we arrive.
You won't get it without leaving the ship.
Yeah.
Wow. Broke.
Now,
I need
what's
to be
the
paid in
timing?
advance, though.
What's going to be?
I haven't taken like that on another planet. I'm not paying in advance. I learned that once or thrice.
That's what I'm talking about. What's going to be the timing of him bringing the horrors on with us getting back?
He'll probably get in like a couple hours before you.
Okay.
So the horror's already in his cabin.
Companion.
Companion. That's right. We do not use such vulgar terms.
Well,
Though, just in case, I am immune to disease.
Which he'll constantly
Remind you.
Well,
yeah. So when I
So gonna
understand
be-
that you're
is
going to
it-
be bringing a person, you're definitely going to have
in most
your own cabin for
these
them.
sailing situations, bad luck to have women on board the ship. So are we going with that school of thought in this?
Sure.
Sweet.
Well, you guys can have whatever superstitions you want to have about it.
Yeah.
I'm the luckiest half man, so it doesn't matter to me.
And you don't know a darn thing about sailing.
I've got a ship. Do you own a ship?
Christiana is willing to travel with you
All right.
as your companion.
As my companion.
For
Christina.
pay.
For pay. That's fun.
Sometimes you have to pay a person to get them out on a date.
Isn't that what you do anyway when you take him out to eat?
Yeah, we won't draw such linear conclusions here.
It's a family show. Family
Really?
values.
No, the subjects I've been
So the
hearing.
first thing the paladin does is hire a prostitute.
What is your alignment?
Yeah, that good. Even though it's lawful good, if it was legal by rights of the city, it's fine.
This is true. As long as the law says it's okay, huh?
That's right. And my moral code.
Wow.
Which is you're awesome. Is that part? Is that the first statement in your
Well,
moral code?
it's Zenith's law.
Oh, okay.
Lord,
And-
Zenith's law is like Zenith's love, hard and fast.
And it leaves everyone unsatisfied.
So, I've got the drunken ship crew. I've got the.
So what kind of commotion is going on when they come onto the ship?
Well, you know, they're singing sailor songs. You know, some of them are probably carrying torches or lanterns so they can see.
About how many of them?
There's a dozen. Are you coming out to see what's going on?
Obviously, it's
There's one trailing behind, peeing off the gangplank.
This isn't the kind of stuff I've run with before, is it?
No, this crowd looks a little bit rougher.
Having flashbacks.
Of how you went off the ship. Yeah.
I have actually changed, since it's dark out, I've changed out of my rags and have my outfit just have a cloak on over covering me, so it's hard to see me.
Have I noticed anything different about my vision?
Yeah, you can see a lot better tonight. A matter of fact, you don't actually even need the light source.
Because you got they fixed the edition rules of Dragonborn not having dark vision. There's an errata out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I can even see in natural darkness. One of those two.
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate. I strap my my silvered sword to my hip, and I put my silk cloak on, and come up in not elves except for with my shield and that. My shield, my sword, my other sword, and my cloak.
So you're naked except for your cloak.
Yes.
And
Right,
shield.
right,
Okay.
and shield. That has my face on.
You wearing your boots?
Yeah, there could be splinters. I will do.
So you got as necessarily dressed as possible for fighting.
Right,
Yeah.
right, exactly.
So you're greeted by a naked half elf.
With living golden skin.
Meet your ship's concubine, boys.
Ha ha ha! That's in jest. That's
It's
good.
convenient because some of them were kind of looking at him.
When I look at him that way,
Boys, it's fine to admire, but keep your hands at a distance. I do not swing out to that port. Second nautical term you've heard me use.
We're like the countdown. Like,
Yeah.
how many times does Kenny die? How many times does?
Yeah.
So is this the captain you're speaking of?
Yeah. Well, wait. What captain does?
Or the
speak of?
owner, I mean. I'm sorry, the
Oh
owner.
no! This is the idiot. I mean, this is the captain of morale.
Ah, morale! And they all start hubbling each other.
Ha,
Some of
ha,
them are
ha.
drinking out of wineskins.
I laugh too, not getting the joke.
So I asked you. I said, "Did you manage to procure? What did he call them for the voyage?
Companionship.
Companionship?
Oh yes, I brought a companion with me.
A companion?
A companion. I couldn't afford the wages unless you can get him to spring for some more. I can't afford them.
Where's she at? Let's see her.
Ooh, that's my companionship for the voyage.
Oh no! Obviously, you've never sailed before. There's no my companionship.
Vernigan's law
She's
does
ship
not
companion, or she's over the rails.
Zenith's law does not involve sharing.
Go find her.
I love this ballad. This
I
is
was like,
great.
I'm already. Well, it's like
I
I'm
will
just sleeping
smite
up
the
in dark.
first one to touch her other than me.
You guys are arguing back and forth.
I slip in this room. I just go like this in
You
front
hear
of
a
her face.
splash over the far side rail.
Yeah, what was the splash?
You see a figure swimming off, heading back towards the
I
dock.
think you've lost somebody.
What happened? Yeah, I look over the side.
You see a woman clambering up on the dock, making obscene gestures towards the boat and storming off.
She doesn't have any of my stuff, does she?
She doesn't look like she has that.
Thankfully, your plate mail was way too heavy.
Well,
to carry.
I clapped him on the shoulder and go, well, at least you won't have to smite anybody.
I don't know. Did you have any gold?
I had one of my manservants attending to it. They usually carry all my stuff. I could have my Felicity inspect anything based on vision. He's got a. Well, she's got. It's he, but I refer to it as a female because I don't know any better. Yeah, and that's a 19 on the perception for Felicity.
Shrugs the hippogriff shoulders at you.
Griffin.
Griffin.
There's no Griffins in Griffin Gaff.
That's right. That's the guy.
Excuse me.
And I just come up the gangplank, go over to a dark corner of the deck, just sit down.
So, after that disturbance, I've got one more thing to shop for before I'm done.
More concubines?
Have
No.
you got provisions for the voyage?
Yeah, there's already provisions on it, right? They just
Yeah.
swipe them. It'll be like crates of food and stuff.
There's provisions.
Yeah, those should be inspected before we leave, and there's a few more things to be done before we should go on our voyage. I see you brought the rest of the crew.
Yep.
Great.
And a fine lot they are.
Excellent. How many are there?
A dozen.
A dozen. Okay.
They took away the detect evil from paladins, because otherwise I'd be doing that right now. But it doesn't really exist anymore. I only know like the greater good or evil.
So we have a little more time, like a morning and an afternoon before we need to go. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be doing in the morning, after I cast alarm on my room, and go to bed, is go and hire some mercenaries to protect my life.
So you wish to procure a mercenary contract?
Yes. That's what I'm going to have to do, and I'll have to figure out where I can do that at. So I'm going to go to the dock people that I paid a little bit of money to usher applicants on board, and go ask them about it in the morning, if we can skip to that.
We can, and they direct you to where you can go.
Okay, excellent. So,
you find yourself outside of a nondescript building that was described to you.
okay.
And
Nondescriptly described.
Yeah. So you go in, and there's a guy behind the desk, and asks, "Do you have an appointment
For the morning, 12 and 15.
Don't you get 3?
No, I don't get 2.
Oh, okay.
I'm not that level. Yes, we had an appointment. No, good sir. I was interested in getting some mercenaries for my ship
That's all I'm
for a
worried about.
3-week voyage.
Let's see. What
My
are you
real
looking
name
for?
is known to the rulers, and they're after me.
Life insurance.
Life expectancy increasers.
No, it's redemption.
About a
That's the
half
first
dozen or
thing
so well-trained men or women who can deal with any pirates
On my ship.
that we come across.
The term you're looking for is mutineer.
Mutineers, yeah, dealing with anything that might occur as we voyage. For the next 3 weeks.
Security.
Yeah, security, exactly.
Security specialists.
Yes.
Okay, a half a dozen?
Yes.
Okay, and I would run about 2 gold a day per.
All right, and is it payment upon completion of their mission?
And you said for 3 weeks?
Yes.
Well, half up front.
Half up front? 6, 3 weeks. That's so 21 per person. And, okay, so 6 is
126 up front.
Yeah, 126 up front. Now, do you take any, what are those called?
Letters of mark.
Not
Letters of credit?
IOUs?
No. What's that when you give them something
Collateral?
and they hold it? Yeah.
Collateral.
What type do you accept any type of form of collateral?
It's possible. What do you have?
Good question. Ship.
Shit.
The ship that I need.
The ship that
I
I
have the
need.
scrying device.
I really need that too.
Will you take my halfling testicles?
Let's see.
Your credits are no good here.
Your money's good here. Oh, wonderful. So everything's gratis? No, your credit's no good. We don't trust you.
Are you a human?
Me? I'm a half elf.
Half elf? What are you?
Dragonborn.
Well, I don't want to give you my scrying glass. That would be such a bad idea. I want to be able to scry.
You know, Dave, I'll check and see with my contact if he knows of any carrier missions going to where I'm going. Try and make a little extra money on the
This is the
side.
bad thing about just winning random things.
Yeah, they can arrange something.
Your
Probably
luckiest
makes
half
money.
man has that problem a lot, huh?
Give me a better
I guess I
reason.
should have
another
went
reason.
gambling first. Well, I have some precious stones and things that I could set aside as a
You like
case.
precious stones.
Excellent. I could put them within your care until I return with the money that is promised, that we agree upon.
Okay. What do you have for me? Let me see.
I have this fantastic pearl, worth about 100 gold pieces, and a diamond orb. It's tiny, but it's still got some money worth to it.
But it's fierce.
But it's tiny but fierce.
Are you coughing up your identifier pearl and your chromatic orb?
Yes.
You don't have 26 gold?
Oh, it's 10%. What? 206.
Well, no. I thought I said it was 120.
120 gold.
126.
126
Yeah.
up front. Yeah. I don't have 126 gold.
No, I know you don't. But if the pearl's 100,
Oh, yeah. I guess I should keep my chromatic orb thing.
good.
Nah. I've got other spells.
Nice. Okay, so this is more than dope.
Excellent. And are any of them accomplished sailors or have that background? That would be preferable. If they're not, that's
We've
okay.
got an outlander and
It's
a hermit
just,
for
it's
you.
going to be on a ship, so people that are comfortable on a ship would be better for me.
I see. Yeah. You know what? Because you threw. This is definitely. This is more than half here. So yeah. I'll see what I can do. I think come up with at least 3 of them that are actually sailors as well.
Excellent, great. And you can just have them report to the Star Sprite,
Will do.
and I give you like a little letter that I wrote. That basically as proof.
Okay.
You wrote a letter that proves things.
A letter that
Well, I
proves
mean, they're
they're
going to have to
from
go
him.
through if they want to fake it, they're going to have to go through the point of forging something, and I'm going to read the letter that they give back to me that I just wrote. So it's kind of like if they don't got the damn letter, I'm not letting them on board.
Yeah.
It's perfect, especially when you didn't buy a signet ring.
I have a signet.
Of course you do. I bet it has your face on it.
It leaves little marks on my face.
I considered buying a signet ring.
Is
Well,
the
a
person
signal
who has
whistle.
my contact too?
What's that?
Like it says things in my contact. I see him in there by paying him.
No. That's a completely different operation.
All right, I think I bought enough insurance, and I'm gonna.
Charlie horse.
What I'm gonna do is they're gonna be the position cabins next to
I just
mine,
went cramp.
and that's the way it's gonna be.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And I'll talk to them about arrangements, like 2 on me at all times, kind of thing.
Always
Better,
stretch before you game, folks.
Always what?
Stretch before you game. He's got a Charlie horse. Over
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Ted's a masseuse. He can rub that out for you.
The term would be a masseur.
Hear that? Hear that, internet? Hear that, internet?
Because
Ted likes to rub one out.
somehow I got trained to change my gender.
There's
I
another
thought it was
item for that.
massage therapist.
Well, massage therapist is the generic and preferred term.
The rapist.
Massage therapist.
Masseuse is female, masseur is male.
I
Gotcha.
take the out of psychotherapist.
So
Back
I've
to the
done my
game.
life insurance. I think I'm well satisfied.
Life insurance policy.
Yeah,
Priceless.
it's really cheap compared to my death or ship. You know.
yeah, to being murdered in your sleep.
All right. So they'll show up when you told them to show up. They're
Excellent.
punctual. They get there about 15 minutes before
Wow, excellent.
you're expecting them,
They're stopped at the gangplank.
and they have the letter. Show they produce a letter from the captain or from the owner of the ship. We were hired as additional hands for the ship.
Additional hands. Huh. Let me see this letter.
So
Stay
when we
here.
have some alone time,
I go find you.
Okay,
well,
we can have this alone time right now.
yeah. So, a little prior to this, so some of these new crewmen seem a little on the seedy side, I dare say.
They do seem a bit rough around the edges.
You know, I can call upon my divine silver flame, and we can know the truth. I can create magical zone where people cannot tell a falsehood. You can interrogate.
I don't think we're to that point. Perhaps if they drink too much of my wine,
Well,
or something of that sort.
the danger would be more so if we were midway through our voyage, as opposed to here at port, where we could set aside any unfriendly.
So you mean some kind of screening process?
Yes.
Can you screen yourself?
What do you mean? I am the most.
I was just
confident.
curious. I mean, I don't know how it works, and I'm curious.
I can
I'm
create.
interested.
I can create an area where one cannot tell a falsehood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rolled a 13 plus 6. Arcana. I've heard of such things.
The flame will impel them to speak the truth.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a diviner. I can see things, but, I didn't know you can make someone not lie. Or compel them to speak the truth? That sounds fantastic.
It is difficult for one to tell.
I think that would be a good final
falsehood.
test to vet the...
that's going to be considered quite rude, though.
Oh, yeah, it will, won't it?
People tend to not
Well,
respond to
so
that
here's
well.
the thing. I don't think that they know they're in the zone of truth, but I know if they've passed or failed their saving throws.
Wait, see...
We could set up in your quarters and interview them.
That might be kind of... Yeah, I am thinking that would be kind of rude. That might put some of them off.
Good riddance.
If they know.
Yeah, if they know. Yeah, if they don't know. Like we can say, all those who have who have not committed a crime, step forward, and then none of them will probably step forward.
Well, committing a crime doesn't necessarily make you a bad person.
My guy is
In my eyes,
An affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth.
No, there's just going to be a bunch of slippery eels. I don't think that's going to really...
It's still a question.
And angry.
Yeah, and they'll be grumpy about it. Be like, man, this guy's a jerk. I do want to take a ship.
Just putting it out there.
Well, if it comes to be that someone's stealing ship stores or something, then we can discuss it then. But I would like to give these gentlemen the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. But I do very much enjoy meting out justice. Oh yes, sweet, sweet, violent justice.
I'll keep that in mind. Just keep that morale up.
Will do.
Then I grin as I walk away.
All right, back to the letter and your hirelings.
Okay.
Yeah. I got 6 guys said, are you hiring on more people?
Yes, I wanted a little added protection just in case anything happened. Is that the letter?
Yeah, they're at the bottom of the gangplank. I didn't know if you actually did this or not.
Oh, yeah, that is my letter. Thank you.
Okay, so...
I can see it's my handwriting and everything.
Yeah.
Yep. Let them aboard and send them to my cabin. And I'll talk to them.
Alrighty.
Your opinion of the owner probably went up a couple degrees.
Not a sailor, but he's not stupid.
I'm just sitting on the deck right now, hood down over my head.
No one's paying attention to
My
them.
hands aren't bandaged anymore, though.
So you were giving a scroll case and 10 gold.
Inside the scroll reads, "Kill the owner bearing the scroll." A little Hamlet action.
Son of a biznatch.
Okay, I'm assuming the 10 gold is mine.
Yeah, the 10 gold is for you, and you get the rest on completion.
Who do I have to take it to?
You're actually told to take it to Omnifus.
I'm assuming I know who that is.
Yeah, the name actually sounds very familiar to you.
Now, do the rest of us know what we're hauling and who we're hauling it to?
Nope.
Do we know that we're hauling something?
Yeah.
You know,
he
there's
told you.
card crates.
He told you there's cargo, and if
Then
you
there's
inspect,
cargo.
if you inspect
Kind
the
of.
ship,
Is it lockable? I'd really like to. I mean, because
Well, the
if it's
crates
got
are
stuff on it that says you mess with this and that, like I would have identified. I mean, not identified, but detect magic and kind of got the idea that it's abjuration, like some kind of warding and things.
Yeah.
So I don't want anyone damaging it or damaging themselves or damaging my ship. So if it was lockable, I would lock that room.
Okay, yeah, you probably can.
So upon
Yeah.
discovering that the
Yeah.
cargo hold
I
is
got-
locked,
Yeah.
I'm going to want to go have another conversation with him
Okay.
in private.
Okay. Converse.
It's
So-
just that, like, if it's in like a section, if the whole hold's locked, well, how's someone supposed to get like steaks and biscuits and whatever?
Yeah. So there's a section of the hold that's locked, the cargo.
Yes, that is the cargo that I'll be taking to.
That you'll mind your own goddamn business about.
There's actually a section you can actually see into it because it's actually
Grel
caged in.
Genyana.
I'm sorry, you were both talking.
Oh, sorry. I'll be taking it to Grel Genyana.
Do I know the name?
You've heard of the world, sure.
So I know he's a.
Not necessarily, but you know of the world.
And it's sensitive cargo, so I don't want to disturb it or have someone accidentally bump into it. Because it deals with part of the contract of getting it there. That it remain undamaged and unopened.
So Grelganyan is the world you're taking it to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who are you taking it to?
A private merchant, as far as I understand. What would I call him that wouldn't be lying, but wouldn't be saying he's a crime lord? Businessman?
That kind of
If I could imagine him as a businessman, it's not really lying.
Kingpin.
He probably has some legitimate businesses as well.
It's a
Entrepreneur, if you will.
yeah, it's an entrepreneur and businessman on that world.
So are we smuggling this? Because I kind of need to know.
Oh, did he kind of give me the idea that
You don't
the
actually know.
customs shouldn't see this? Oh, dang. No. We wouldn't be doing anything illegal like that. No. I mean, I wouldn't really want any people messing with it, so if that would be easier to do, perhaps.
No one wants anyone messing with the cargo. However, if said cargo is searched upon entering this world, are they going to be trying to arrest us, letting us go, or trying to rob us to get out of jail? Or to keep from going to jail? To jail, to whatever they call it in this world.
I don't think so.
Because if I know
Sure,
ahead
it's
of time,
benign.
I may be able to avoid shit. But if I don't know and I'm caught unawares, you're the owner of the ship.
I'm thinking about how much he's paying. They're going to pay me for this, supposedly. I'm thinking that it's probably hot in a sense, in some way. That's the feeling I'm getting, knowing how much I'm getting paid to take it there. But it
Good
could.
possibility.
I mean,
It could just be
I don't know
really
how much it
cargo.
costs to ship cargo around, so I'm kind of at a loss here. I guess I should have did more research. Well, let's say I was moving that much cargo and it was mineral ore. What do you think something like that would cost to ship from here to there? Being a sailor, knowing your way around ships.
I give them the price, like the actual fair price. Then
Well, there's a couple of factors, like whether you have other cargo as well, but probably a couple hundred gold.
yeah. So, yeah.
For that allotment of space in my hull.
Okay.
For that allotment of space, probably a couple of hundred gold.
Oh, all right. Well then, just to be on the safe side, I don't want my ship taken or being arrested by some kind of planet I've never been to or searched. So how will we act like we're smuggling something that needs to be kept away from the customs people?
That's role play.
What do you say? Just so we don't have to deal with them. I don't like authority in me. I could do without them.
I'm starting to like you, whatever your name is.
Edwin.
Edwin. I gotta write
You
that
can call me
down.
Mr. Peregrine.
That's it. Edwin Peregrine. gonna forget that.
Or Mr. P.
Well then, so
Could be Mr. P.
you have the type of information or context or know-how that we would need to make sure we don't have to deal with those annoying people.
I just thought of something great. You should stamp things with your initials, EP, like election pieces. EP,
That's good, but
ESP.
I would have that kind of knowledge, right?
Yeah, you kind of have some ideas.
Yeah, I got some ideas.
between you and your the rest of your group that you brought aboard, you got
No, not all of
no. Okay.
them.
Okay. Well, just keep me informed on anything that I need to do as the owner, or that would be helpful. Or,
Will do.
Okay, excellent. And consult with the navigator before we head out,
Oh, okay.
and let me know when we can get going. I'm gonna just check the provision. I'm gonna check the provisions with him,
Didn't we sail 5 minutes
like
ago?
the food and stuff. We didn't sail yet, did we? No.
No, you guys are getting ready to.
Yeah. So we're gonna check the food together, make sure it's enough for that journey, and that we have extra in case we get lost in space.
What are the chances?
Yeah. What are the chances?
As we get ready to embark, I started about on a rousing speech. Men, we journey forth to the points unknown, or points unknown to me, but I'm sure some people have been there.
It's the map right here!
Where danger lurks around every corner, but you have a zenith with you to make sure that his mighty arm defends you and his shield arises to protect our brave Edwin Peregrine here. So, men, be bold, be daring, be like me.
That is
I
the
go on
abridged
for-
version. That goes on for
Yeah, it goes
10
on for about 10 minutes. And then people are given the opportunity to kiss my shield, as they do.
Unless there's a forced compulsion, I'm not kissing the shield.
So Hugh, Guy, and
Kiff.
Kif kiss the shield.
They're the first
All
three.
right. Well, so they all get 13 temporary hit points, and my and Felicity.
Well, I'll go up and get close to the shield and tap it. Very rousing speech, Captain of Morale. Excellent.
All right. You feel feel more morale-ful with that. So you have your temporary.
I
hit
didn't
points.
kiss the stinking shield. But I'm so small. Really? Could he see?
You gave enough lip service that I believed it.
I'll get my temporary hit points through vampire touch.
Forget that.
Oh, and you handsome devil. I kiss my own shield. Alright, so
It's going to be a long flight.
Oh, I think it's going to be very entertaining. So I made sure that that got some elven wine from the guy. I did
Okay.
have some cash left over. Just not 26. So elven wine, whatever that's going to cost. I want to keep my helmsman happy.
and
How much gold do you have
inebriated.
left?
It's gone.
15?
Oh, 50. Yeah, well, 10. You get a couple bottles.
Oh, all right, 10. All right,
Wow.
all right. I've got 5 left.
You know our first coordinates, where we're going?
Yes.
You have the route ready?
Yep.
Elephant knows which way to go first.
That'd be so
Together
wrong.
we'll leave, plus
We're
3
going to weigh
bottles.
anchor in 5.
That would be so wrong, wouldn't it?
They're respectable types. They won't sell it.
Well, actually, if I was going to do that, I'd be like, I know he's indebted. Here's the money he would need. Can I get the items back?
We ready to
Give
go?
them to him.
Yeah, you guys have already shipped that, I believe.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
everything's good.
And then you get to y'all weigh anchor and shit.
You get away?
He wanted to
All right,
yell.
good.
Weigh anchor! Cast off the lines!
Kids sleeping.
We're sleeping.
We're sleeping.
I'm gonna
Hoist the sail. Weigh the main jib.
I'm gonna stand there striking a gallant pose with my hand on my hip and my my shield like this at the prow of the ship as the sun gleams against my armor, and my my silk purple cloak flutters in the breeze. If it doesn't, I have Guy, Kip, and you shake it. if it doesn't manage to happen,
There's absolutely, the air is still, and there is no breeze.
then I call them over.
And then
Shake my cloak heroically. More heroic. Yeah.
Wow.
So with that, the ship turns and begins moving, cutting through the water, picking up speed, and then begins to raise out of the water, and the underneath sails unfurl as the helmsman takes it in the direction of the gate to enter the between.
One of these days, one of those minions is gonna pass a wisdom save, stab him right in the back.
Well, as long as he doesn't
Gets
imperil
fixed.
their life, they're pretty much his hirelings. So as long as you don't send them in danger.
Oh, he's going to do that.
No, they stand behind me. And they carry my stuff. Most important.
They're
And-
non-wicks.
And polish my armor. And
And
massage my shoulders and my calloused feet. And bathe me and groom me.
They're Robin's minstrels.
My calves are sore. Rub them.
Yeah. Use extra oil, Kip.
So when you guys enter the gate in the between, I mean, let's see. So you've all traveled space before and in between, so it's nothing new to you. But it's kind of it's a little jaunting and it can be a little bit nauseating. As as basically psychedelic is like playing out all around you.
Actually, have I ever been off-world? Because this was my home.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you were because you weren't there when the purge happened.
True.
Men, gather around me and bask in my glory. I shall help you pass through this. +4 to your saves.
It is true. If you were feeling a little nauseous, you do feel better standing near him.
Remarkably.
I throw up on him.
I choose to fail by save that, bro.
And I choose to smite you.
So this goes on for hours and hours and hours, and then you finally burst free from the between, almost like a child bursting out of the womb, and everything settles back down. Your stomach's calm. Your vision returns to normal.
They've gone to Plaid.
How long are we in there?
Hours.
Okay.
Well, the rest of the journey is going to be more traditional.
Oh, okay. This is just like a boost.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's like a wormhole or warp
right.
speed. Like you can't warp right to your destination, or you'll end up inside a planet or something.
Right.
Well, that's really good. No, I didn't want to be there yet.
Yeah. So you have weeks left, but it basically gets you to the vicinity.
Oh, okay, great.
So you guys have a couple weeks to bond with each other, enjoy one another's company.
Well, I will take the evenings absolutely to gamble with the off-duty sailors and the people.
And have them owe you their salary. By the end of it?
yeah. They instantly begin to hate you.
Well, no. See, I'm going to strategically do this where I'm actually going to lose a little. Is the idea. If
For
I
the
can-
day, are you even
if I
going to
can
bother
do
being
that.
out on deck half the time? I said, are you going to be on deck half the time during the day anyway? Or are you just going to be in your cabin most of the day
I'm
anyway?
going to hang it. Well, I mean, I've got to carouse with everybody, and
Keep
it's
morale
not
up.
really night.
Even
anytime.
though the captain of morale is there.
Well, and I'll have sometimes I'll have Kif pull out the chronicles of my adventures, and I'll read from it to inspire.
Well, there's morale, and then there's morale.
But when he said
Stay-
reads from it, he'll stand there while the other guys read it, and they'll just look impressive.
Right, exactly.
So
have the
being
other
that
two
I'm
shake my cloak.
low on
Okay.
funds, I don't want to lose much, and I definitely am using like silver and stuff like that. So
So you're keeping it at
yeah, silver size amount. So
okay.
losing a few silver here and there, not losing to everybody because then it would just be like I'm losing all the time. But
Well, and your journey goes on like this for a week. Basically, you guys can do whatever
So,
you're going to
I'm
do.
trying
I get him to get an ongoing Dragon Chess game.
oh, Dragon Chest. I've heard that's a great game.
That I don't know how to play.
Have I got anything going on yet?
Does your character actually? Well,
As
your
far as-
character actually probably doesn't,
No.
right?
No.
No, I don't know how to play.
Yeah. Well, I
I'll, do you know how?
yeah, my
Your
character. It's
vision
my,
is
one of
much
my
better than
proficiencies.
it's been.
I'll play with
and,
you.
But other than that, I don't.
It's like I'm not worried about
Notice
gambling. I'm
anything?
just
Yeah.
I'm trying to just
Okay.
play to have an enjoyment.
So I'm trying to.
What are your invocations?
I've got a Minion of Chaos, which allows me to summon the elemental. I've got Dreadful Word. I can cast Confusion once a
So I
day.
teach you how to play.
Devil's Sight and Thirsting Blade. Thirsting Blade is the extra attack, and
Yeah.
Devil's Sight is the darkness.
So kind of, with the off-duty guys, I'm going to be carousing, trying to get them to think I'm not an idiot. And also, some of them win money, some of them lose money, but kind of like...
Keeping it kind of even.
Yeah, keeping it so that I'm not in the hole too much.
Basically, you're keeping it so you're able to keep gambling.
Yes, but that everybody has a good amount of time. No one loses too much from me,
Right.
like through my playing with them. Nobody wins too much either, so no one gets it over on me is what I'm hoping to achieve. And when I'm not doing that, I'm trying to find out what's in the boxes without making them explode with my divination powers.
What are your divination powers?
Well, I've got
Just basic scrying.
I've got scrying. I have detect thoughts. I have identify. Oh, without my detect magic.
Definitely detected magic.
Yeah. I'm assuming abjuration, but anything else that I get out of it?
Nope, that was it.
Okay, just abjuration. Let's see. Let's locate object work.
Do that.
Is there any language that I don't understand on the outside, or is it all kind of like arcane type stuff?
Well, no, the writing's all common. The arcane writing is actually not visible.
Oh. If I did see invisible, would it become visible?
When you do detect magic, that's when.
Oh, that's when I'll see it? Okay. Do I have... I don't think with detect magic to figure out what kind of spells are on it, except for the school, right?
I'm not sure. But I think
How good's
that's
detect
accurate.
magic? I know it's a first level spell and all, but...
So I'll be, for somebody that doesn't really know that much about my religion, I'll still be proselytizing about it. And some of it, I'll just, as evidence by the way, I can make my sword do cool smitey type stuff.
Uh-huh.
Like I'll demonstrate like thunder smite.
You'll
and
be like,
silver
wah,
smite.
wah, wah,
Yeah,
wah.
like where I wish it and it makes like a thunderous roar, or when it's like lit a flame with like white flame. So I'll spend my mornings in evocations to the silver flame, and basically tell people the wonders of it and myself, whoever listening, and then I'll spend my afternoons like flying on Felicity, doing like loop-de-loops around the ship.
Who is your guy?
Himself.
The silver flame.
Presence of magic within 30 feet. You can see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic, and you can learn its school of magic, if any.
Okay, can I have the book? I got to look at my other stuff.
So, a week and a half into the journey, you guys are doing all this fun stuff, and the spotter in the crow's nest yells, ships off of the port and starboard.
Ships.
Yeah. Felicity probably does a little bit of scouting
I
just
go
because
out
he would like
with
to
my
fly.
spyglass. So look what I see.
There's actually 3 ships, and they're on an intercept course.
Are they bearing any
And-
colors?
What's that?
Are they bearing colors?
They are. There's a black flags with a crimson field, with a fist upon it that seems it has like it seems to be glowing with an azure kind of color, and it is actually really glowing.
Is that a history
flags
to know
glow?
anything about it?
Oh, there's no need. You've seen it before.
Who's seen it before?
Yeah.
I've been attacked
You?
by them.
Yeah.
Now would be a good time for me to realize that I can attack something up to 300 feet away.
And then if any of you guys want to make history checks, you can.
Sure.
21.
Let me actually roll.
Go ahead. Can I make an untrained check?
Yeah, just intelligence.
19.
18.
5.
11.
Well, you know.
Hey, does that make you feel bad that the character with the 8 intelligence outdid you on the roll?
No.
So Ted, you already know that the Fist Arcana tribe of orcs is what that flag denotes. You've actually heard stories though before he was brought onto the ship about the three brothers. They're pirate captains, Ilgar, Hugar, and Nungar. They're kind of notorious.
Ilgar.
So the 3 Gars, huh?
Ilgar, Hugar, and Nungar. And Mark, looking at their ships are built for speed and attack.
So you're not going to outrun them.
You're not going to outrun them.
What kind of armaments do we have on this ship?
A ballista and a catapult.
Okay.
And they will have similar.
Do we have them fore and aft, or?
Yeah, one on each.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll have them before and after, yes.
And
Well, I got somebody manning those. I get the crew ready to be boarded, or to repel boarders, rather.
so yeah, you guys basically have 3 options: run, hide, fight.
No. Running is not going to happen.
Is there anywhere to
They're
hide?
faster than us. Is there any way to hide? And
There actually there is a celestial body not too far from here. It's just over
and based
at
on
the edge of your vision.
based on the numbers that we have on this ship and what we can expect to be on theirs, what kind of fight are we looking at?
A losing one?
You're vastly outnumbered.
If we could separate them, one ship at a time, may be able to stand a chance. But if all 3 of them get on us, it's over.
It's a 20 on navigation. Is there a way?
Not far off, there is Odin's Belt. There's a constellation with a basically there's a constellation, and nearby is a asteroid field. You might be able to lose them in there, but it's going to be a little hairy.
I can deal with Harry.
We can compel them to a game of chicken. We will be the braver.
How far away are they about?
They're off a little ways, but they're going to close. It's going to be hard to.
So I'll tell Johanna, all right, this is our best bet. Pull out the map. I know it's dicey.
Kind of has a mischievous grin and giggles.
You willing to roll the dice?
Yeah, I think we got this.
I know I asked at the bar, but now I really need to know if I have any wizards on board.
You hear him asking about if there's any wizards on board.
Oh, I am.
Are you?
Yeah.
Do you have any offensive spells that can work at a distance?
Well, how far away?
Let me see.
They're too far away right now.
Yeah, I know.
We're closing. I want to slow them down and give us a
They're,
better chance
they're
to hide.
hours away from you guys.
I mean, because it's going to be within catapult ballista range before any magic's going to do anything.
Oh. What are the range on these things here?
Yeah, what's the range on it? Is that in the player's handbook?
That would
Yeah.
give me a better idea on whether or not I'm going to be of use before they come too close. What's the range on magic missile?
It's like some 100 some odd feet, really.
120.
120, I think.
The long range on a longbow was 600.
640.
600.
Oh, 600.
Yeah,
That's because longbows are badass.
I have a longbow.
so do I.
The ballista is 120 and 480.
So you can start launching at 480.
Start launching before that.
Yeah, I'll be knocking arrows.
You're launching at 600.
Well, I mean, it's a ship. Not really. With no gravity, you shoot in a straight line. You're either going to hit it or you're not. You know, like it's sailing through
Dude.
space.
You can't abuse those rules.
No, seriously. I mean, it's still going to be super terrible. I'm just saying that it's not. There's no arc. There's no. I see the ship. I point and shoot.
The whole point of Spelljammer is to not get into the actual sciencey extra. You've got the range.
Okay, well, I mean,
It goes to 600 feet and just
It just
drops with no gravity.
it would just stay there.
they'd run into it.
Yeah. So it's like you still hit him. It just doesn't do that.
So the catapult's range is a bit better at 200 and 800.
Nice. Alright, so the helmsman giggles at the revised plot course
And sets it.
and says,
So you guys are gunning for it, and while they're gunning for you. After several nerve-wracking hours, you guys start to see fire bloom behind you.
I'll give a speech about repelling pirates and how they're all truly cowards at heart.
So it's kind of nerve-wracking because
I'll knock on the shield.
Yeah.
I'll take the hit points.
So they're firing.
Anyone
at
else
us,
want to assert
or
their faith?
It's like just going back and forth with things, or
they're using. Yeah, well, let's see.
What was the ballista range? 120 and
120, 480.
Yeah, 200 and 800 for the catapult.
Put Ace in the catapult and launch it at the pirates. We put Ace in the catapults and launch them at the pirates.
Who's Ace?
So,
That's your name?
so give me
Ace is
some.
safe.
Everybody, give me a knowledge, an intelligence check or history check.
History?
14.
18.
3.
Okay, 18, 20. What do you got, Mark?
Hold on 1 second.
I got a 14 while he's doing whatever.
9.
Okay, 18 and 20.
Dumb as a brick.
You know they're using gnome shot, and as it hits the end of its trajectory, they're launching. Basically, it's huge balls filled with a special type of alchemist fire.
Oh man.
Once it hits something or hits its end, it kind of just explodes. And you're pretty much aware that they know they can't hit you. You're still out of range.
They're scaring the hell out of us.
Pretty much, but they also know it's going to have an effect on you. And it's really eerie because you just see the fire bloom and the metal blow apart, and there's no sound.
So they're confident that they're going to get us, and they're letting us know that they have enough supply that they're able to waste it
Scary.
just to scare us.
Yes. Also,
Thank God I don't have the wisdom to know that.
also,
Fuckers, they're wasting their shots.
you're the only one that probably actually knows this, but there's different kinds of helms, and they're probably using, because after they saw you guys, they started picking up even more speed. They're probably using what's called a necro helm. And is that what it's called, Nate?
life helm.
Oh, life helm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which people probably nickname it the necro helm.
Yeah, yeah. So the life
That's the
helm,
slang
also
for it.
slang term of necro helm, and basically the practice is for them to just shove a slave into the helm, and it sucks them dry of life force. So you're also kind of like getting the vibe that they're kind of confident that they're going to have more slaves to expend soon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, lovely.
What's your character's name?
Truck fire scale, if you care so much.
Don't worry, men. I have you covered A to Z.
All right. I'm gonna go to the. Well, are you busy directing people? Or?
That, and I'm aft. Keep an eye on the distance.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the helmsman. All right, Juliana, I have an idea. How wide is this ship? Like 20, 25 feet, something like that?
About 30 feet wide.
35 feet wide? All right. Is it possible, can you fly us into move us into such a position that we could find a place in between, let's say, two of these rocks that are maybe a little bit wider than our ship, maybe 60, something like that?
Oh, I can. We just have to be careful because they're constantly in motion.
Okay.
And even though it doesn't look like they're moving very fast, they hit hard.
All right.
You guys are now to the point where you can see, you're almost like equal distance from the pirate ships and the asteroid belt. And, some of them are basically rocks the size of a bowling ball. Some of them are rocks the size of a quarter of a moon.
Okay.
In other words, there's rocks bigger than our ship.
Really intimidating.
Much bigger than
It would be
the
like
ship.
smashing against the cliff face, basically. Like as fast as we could go.
Is that a worm trying to bite a spaceship?
They within 600?
Not yet, no.
For a much longer that.
Do I know that? Do you know the range on those gnomish explosive devices? What are the ranges?
Well, it's going to go off. It's going off of whatever shoots it.
Oh, so it's just like if it's a catapult shooting a catapult. Oh, I mean catapult shooting it. Do we have
I
any of
believe
those
the
things on
range is
board?
somewhere between far and terrifying.
Yeah.
Do we have any of those on board?
And
No.
Luckily, I'm in
Looking
your
down,
fear,
like-
though, so it's not going to work.
We have some like rocks and things basically to launch.
You go into the you
can grab some asteroids.
with the situation on hand. You've been inspired to check the hole,
Yes,
and
very inspired.
there are rocks and ballista bolts.
There's just comets laying about all around here. These asteroids.
There's about 20 ballista bolts
Ah,
and 10 rocks.
10 rocks and 20 ballista bolts. Okay. I need
Alright,
that
so
book
I'm-
back. Why did I give that back to you?
Because I needed to look up something.
Oh, okay.
So I'm trying to, think through, the stuff I've been on. I don't remember exactly how bad my my last bout with pirates went, but I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I can do to aid the situation.
From your last experience, what you recall was letting them board was a bad idea. you start because you're thinking you're probably one of the lucky ones.
No, lovely.
Because otherwise you would have been shoved into that necro hull helm.
Feeding the machine.
Okay.
So are the three ships having the same flag?
Yes.
Okay, and was it these guys that attacked my previous ship?
You don't know that it's these three, but it's the same tribe.
Okay.
We're not close enough so you can see faces yet.
Yeah, and
Well-
actually, as they are getting closer, with your check, Ryan, you're actually able to identify, and you probably know anyway from the names of the captains. You're able to identify the ships: the Oblivion, the Bloodstar, and the Blackfire.
Charming names.
which one is the leader? Or are they equal?
The Blood Star,
Low star.
which is captained by Ilgar.
All right. Since we only have 10 rocks, I am. Oh, well, how fast does a catapult shoot? Are we going to get off more than 10 shots? Do we need more than 10 rocks?
I don't think so. I don't think she's that fast.
Are they loading?
Are your guys?
No. Do crossbows and ballista have the loading property?
Yeah,
Sure they
Sure,
do.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure.
mean, I don't know whether there's.
Well,
I haven't my DMG yet, so I don't know whether they.
so
they have
maybe
a
in like
longer.
2 minutes we could shoot 10 rocks, right? So we're going to need more.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Just try reaching over the side.
as you
Get some of the crew down to get the bolts and everything up.
Well, yeah, they've
They've
been
been.
doing
Okay,
it. They
good.
did
Excellent.
already.
Sorry.
Cocked, locked, and ready to rock.
All right. I'm going to cast telekinesis and start grabbing.
all right. So let's see. Here's the rules, real quick.
Coming to you live from the DMG.
Yeah. Woohoo! Before the catapult can be fired, it must be loaded and aimed. It takes 2 actions to load the weapon, 2 actions to aim it, and 1 action to fire it.
So once every 5.
So basically 5 actions. But I
Can
believe
multiple people do it?
you can.
So a crew could really knock out a.
Yeah, a 5-man crew could fire every round.
We have that many.
Many
And we
times
have
that
one
many.
catapult.
Ballista is a massive crossbow, fires heavy bolts. Before it can be fired, it must be loaded and aimed. It takes 1 action to load the weapon, it takes 1 action to aim it, and 1 action to fire it.
So it's
Right,
3.
so catapults are 5-man crew, ballistas are a 3-man crew.
Yes.
All right.
And we have 8
2 of
guys.
each, right?
I've got range
I'll
of
shout
60
encouragement to them.
I've got a
I thought
range
it
of
was one of
60
each,
feet
at
with
least,
telekinesis.
Mm-hmm.
If there's any small
One of-
boulder size,
Yeah,
whatever
you
should
can't
be useful for
operate
catapult that I can grab,
Both.
Okay, you'll start.
I'll start grabbing them and setting them
If you've got
down.
them on this side and this side, and you go in this direction,
Telekinesis. You could be
This
like
side is
a
useless.
catapult yourself, maybe.
if they're on both sides of the ship, you can't turn them like this.
I thought they were fore and aft. And are they sides or ends? The ballistic catapult.
Ends.
Right,
So as
so-
a ballista, you might be. depending on
We would
the
turn
location, you might
side.
be
We
able
would
to-
turn sideways to
You'd
shoot
have to
at them.
broadside, and then it leaves us very exposed.
Yeah, that's the problem with that.
That's an awesome idea.
That's kamikaze.
There's a big problem with
It
that.
depends
And throw
on,
some
like,
grappling
depends
hooks,
on
too.
angle. You can get, like a
It's-
60-degree back angle sometimes.
It's not worth
So, as you enter the asteroid field, and you guys are kind of dodging, trying to protect the seal, the
Right into the flame.
sails. And, if you're going to use your telekinesis, but you also may want to use it to consider using it to deflect things away
Yeah.
from the ship as well.
Especially if I can move up to
From
1,000 pounds.
So they're still far away, far enough away that they're not within shot range, and vice versa. But also, as you're actually in the belt, you're able to break line of sight
Okay.
as you go around some of these massive.
60 feet.
As you go around some of
Yeah.
these massive bodies, some of them you notice too are kind of riddled with holes, like really big holes.
Like
Be careful, things live in holes.
Yeah, if it's big enough to fly a ship into it, it's big enough for something big enough to live in there.
Although our odds with the thing in there may be
Space
better
worms are a myth, man.
and our odds may be better with whatever lives in an asteroid than 3
16
fearsome
nature check.
ships.
Are space worms real?
So the truth.
Zone of
That's
truth.
right.
On the DM.
There are no more real than space ninjas.
Are these orcs space ninjas?
No,
So, ideally, I'd want to cast the telekinesis at a time where it's needed to push things away from the ship.
Right.
But I mean,
So-
it lasts for 10 minutes. So
Right.
is
Well,
it
you
gonna
can
be-
always
is
just
it-
ready the action as well.
Is it going to be? Is it going to be gone by the time we're going to be engaged in this fight? Well, I mean, we're still not engaged, so
You're still not engaged.
we might get away. All right.
are the ships staying together, or by going into the asteroids, are they separating a little bit?
They seem to be spreading out a little bit in order to try and intercept.
Is it a navigatable path between them? Like, you know, if we were to kind of pull a 180 and come to the
We
to
don't
the
want
front-
to we don't want to go closer to them.
Well, yeah, they would catch you really easy then if you did that. Because you're going to cut the distance.
But if we like looped around and came to like to the far one, how hard of a path would the other two have? I mean, if they're separating through an asteroid field, I mean, like, I'm trying to look at how we can effectively deal with them without having to fight all three of them at once.
Does the helmsman have any specific ideas?
Well, he knows that they're going to be able to communicate with each other. They're going to have a means to communicate. So you might buy yourself. We may buy ourselves some time to fight one ship, but it won't be long before the other two are on us.
You've probably seen your fair share of space vessel battles. What do you recommend? What course would you take?
We need to flee and escape. The odds are too great. They're pirate ships. They're not cargo ships.
Yes.
Where
Ace Zenith never runs away, except for when he runs away.
the
He strategically retreats.
pirate ships are manned with far more crew than a normal vessel. So even one on one, we would be outnumbered.
Oh, okay.
But it would be a doable fight.
Well, I think if we can manage to get one, 2 is easier to avoid than 3. If there's a way to just have one get closer to us without the other 2, that's just going to be random chance, though.
If their helmsmen aren't as skilled as I, then there's a chance that maybe the asteroid field will do some of our work for us.
Okay. Well, I'll just continue to move boulders out of our way and
Put them in theirs.
put them behind us.
The flame keep us. Let it burn brightly. And singe our ship, hopefully.
I've seen some spots where we could put down.
I think that would be wise if we could hide ourselves.
And then maybe, and then maybe if we had the fight, we could take them by surprise.
Let us try that route. What did you say?
Kill the captain of their ship first.
It's a killer helmsman.
So
Well, the helmsman will sail the ship. The captain is in charge.
It doesn't
Cut off
matter.
the head, the snake dies.
Yeah, but you kill the helmsman, the
Well,
ship
they're
doesn't go
not
anywhere.
using-
Pirate ships are more like hydras.
they're not really using a helmsman. They're using a lot of different helmsmen because they're feeding their helm slaves.
It's
Yeah.
fueled
Yeah,
by
well,
people.
most of us don't know that. He didn't share that.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't either. Did I know that? Yeah. I was one of the people that knew that. Random knowledge.
yeah. So the controls are actually separate from the actual piloting.
I say,
Well,
kill
so
the captain.
we-
Well, my vote
So-
is that we hide somewhere if we can be undetected.
Joanna waits until a line of sight gets broken and finds one of these giant masses and drops down into a hole.
So is it like a hole where the ship is going down like this, or are we going in the hole like that?
Down.
So we could probably fire up if we wanted to.
This is the biggest crevices Ace Zenith has ever gone into.
So you
That's
sink
not what I heard.
deeper into the darkness. After a while, you see a light streak by. And then finally, after what feels like an eternity, you feel a soft thud as the ship bottoms.
Wow, so we really went down far.
Well, it felt like forever.
Well, we're all like tense and waiting. And
So what do I say?
Looking around, it's a huge cavern with stony outcroppings all over, and when you look at the floor, it looks covered in some kind of weird moss and fungus and vines.
And I gotta go explore. So
Knowledge nature.
Yes, you can know.
that's a
16 nature.
14. Same.
$23.
Well, damn.
So you can see that the fungus on the ground isn't quite what it appears.
It's not really plant.
It's
It's a delusion.
It's not really fungi.
it's called violet fungus, and you know that the touch of it is very bad. It causes organic things to putrefy and rot.
Oh my!
I alert the crew not to jump overboard and touch the fungus.
I was here ready to take a sample.
Also, when they get someone with sturdy, sure hands to gather some of it up in a bag or something.
If it degrades organic stuff,
you
can
yeah.
you touch
Use a
it?
jar.
You don't touch it.
Can you
put
touch it
in-
with metal or glass?
Metal's not organic, is it?
Technically,
No.
it's considered organic.
As long as it's not made by Trader Joe's or Whole Foods.
Is it living material it means, or anything?
Living.
Okay. So you can use metal.
Yeah.
Well, wood would rot as well, right? Or is that
Gravy.
considered not wood?
Gravy.
Wood will rot.
Okay.
Yeah. The class
So is
jar.
it bad? Are we touching a bad spot of this? Is it under the?
Well, that's a very good question.
I'm gonna run to the house. I think we should lift off just a little bit. I think we might be in something.
He when you run over to him and you look at him, his face looks strained. And, he's making a noise.
Because the ship is touching that stuff. He's bonded to the ship,
Oh
right?
yeah, that's right. Quick, get off of that stuff. That whatever he said it was.
I can't.
You can't.
I can't.
Stuck to it?
Are you stuck to it?
No, something is linked to the ship.
Something's.
It's draining me.
Oh man.
Can I look
All right.
underneath and see what's going on?
As soon as you can, lift off. We'll figure it out. So I want to take a quick look inside the hull to see if anything's like pierced it or something.
No.
I'll go outside.
I'm gonna get on Felicity and like find
Yeah,
a
I'm gonna
place.
say-
I'm gonna patrol and see. I'm not
Okay.
touching any of that.
All right, everybody,
Yeah.
find what it's stuck to. The helmsman said that it's linked to the ship in some way. It's hurting him.
Okay. So you take off on Felicity to scan the area above.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what's going on, like what it is maybe that's causing the injury. And Felicity has very keen eyesight.
Sure.
Hopefully, we're not fighting Lord South. I can see him peeking up over the
It
page.
is absolutely Lord South. How did you know?
I was just holding onto the ship that fell on me. No door.
All of a sudden, even though Felicity has very keen eyesight, you can no longer see anything. You're surrounded in complete darkness. Something comes whooshing at you, whooshes by you.
Whooshes by you again.
What's your armor class?
20.
Okay.
Oh, Christ.
You just get smacked by something hard twice.
You hear her swear, and then I wasn't ready.
You take 16 points of damage as you feel two hard objects sling.